Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you one of the techniques I use when painting with mica, and these are the sort of effects you'll get using this technique. It's a great way to use up any of your melt and pour, or even better still, using up some of your soap fails. So we'll melt this. So we've melted our soaps. Now we just pour enough to cover the bottom of the mould. A quick spray, and we let that set. Everything has set, and we remove from the mould, and it's onto the painting. But you can see how thin each piece is. So now we move on to the painting part. Okay, so now we're ready to paint our mould. As you can see, I just put a little bit of mica in each spot and mix as required. Now what I have done is poured a couple of other moulds in different colours, so that at the end you'll be able to see the different effects that the mica has with the different colours of your embeds. Right, so let's get started. So I think we'll do the greens. So we just dab. It's up to you. You can dab, you can just put little bits. It's now up to you what you do. Okay, so now we've finished painting each one, like so. And that is what we do. Now what you do next is set them aside somewhere. I set them on a paper towel, like so. And then what I do is I cover them, give them a little press down and pat. Then I pop them somewhere to dry for at least 24 hours. And every now and then I'll go in and pat them. The reason I pat them is to get any of the excess mica off, and just gives them like a little head start. Now, it's not advisable to do this on humid days. Having said that, you can use a no sweat soap base for your embed, and that will help. But the whole idea is to dry them off as long as possible. Okay, so now our soap's dried for a day or more, depending. And we are now going to do the next part, which is just a small amount of clear, and then just as it covers the mould, we pop the embed in. And we also got to make sure that we have it up the right way. So pouring a little bit of clear, pop the embed in, press down so the actual embed goes back into, here we go, back into the actual setting that it was in, and just enough to cover. So we'll do the dragonfly next. Just a little bit of clear, just enough to pop the mould in, press down, and that's covered, and we'll give that a little squirt. And the last one, I don't know what you'd call them, maybe sunflowers, a little bit of clear, press firmly down so it sits back into the mould. Ensure it's covered. Now, if you want to cover the rest of this with clear, that's fine. Okay, we're back. Now, this is set and I've done a few score marks in it. I just use really long toothpicks like this. So, and I conveniently had another soap fail on hand that I could melt down and use as a base. Now, I was very lucky that this happens to be the same base that is used with the embed. So it's the same fragrance. So not using that little bit of fragrance in the clear doesn't really matter all that much. Okay, so we've scored these and we're about to pour this. It's 62 Celsius, which according to my handy thermometer is 120 Fahrenheit. Oh, hang on a sec, that doesn't sound right. 140. Okay, so it's just, so what we do, give them a little spray and that'll do the one we started with. So we pour the soap, that one, and oops, we're not going to have enough to fill that one, but we'll have a look at it because it can be used in another soap fail later on. So give them a little squirt, that's it, and we wait for them to set. And now is the most important pour of all. You either pour yourself a cup of tea or do as I do and pour yourself a glass of wine and go sit down and wait to see what you've created. Okay, yay, it's unmoulding time. So here we go. We'll just pop that one out. We'll pop this one out. And even though I didn't fill it, as you can see, and I know it'll be a fail, let's just pop it out and see what the effect was. Okay, so here we go. Now we have this one and this one and this one. We also have one of our Cocker Spaniels, Jackson, giving you his opinion on the soaps. Oops, there's Suai. Yes, it's a round of applause from our two dogs. So I hope that this video has been easy to understand. I hope you like it, and I'd really like to do some more if you're interested. So if you could like and subscribe to the channel that this is on and show some interest, the next video I'll do will be on putting tattoos, not on, but in the soap.